Welcome to Structure Fishing. As Buck Perry says, knowledge is the key to fishing success. Structure Fishing is a show that is packed with fishing knowledge. Regardless of your skill level or where you fish or what you fish for, you will learn something on each show that will help you catch more fish. We'll take you on the water and into the classroom. Let's see what we have for you on today's show.
Coming up all later on HLS News, 2 men sentenced to 30 days in jail for cheating in a bass tournament. Stay tuned for that full story and a whole lot more later on in the show.
Coming up in the classroom, I'm going to discuss watercolor and what a big difference it can make in fish movements and migrations. But right now, we're going on the water to Rathbun Lake. Rathbun is located in south central Iowa. It is a large lake, 11,000 acres. It's best known for crappies, catfish, and walleyes. I'll be fishing with my son Casey. This is our first time fishing this lake, but by following the guidelines, it didn't take much time for us to find them and catch them.
This is a new lake in Iowa that we're fishing. It's called Rathbun Lake. And yeah, this is the first fish of the day. Oh, it's fighting. I think this might be a bass or maybe a walleye.
Yep, this lake's known for walleye and bass. This is our first time on it.
Whoa, oh! It's still on.
We were trolling a spoon plug lure at a pretty fast speed here because we've summertime. We got pretty peak conditions out here. Oh, what was it there?
I don't know. It's pretty fast.
We got really good watercolor, as you can see, dark watercolor, which is good for fishing. Oh, nice walleye. It's a nice walleye. Hang on.
It's gonna go. Dip. Oh no! Yes! Oh my gosh!
I got the walleye in the net just as the hook came out. He came on a spoon plug. That's a beautiful fish, dude. Not bad for our first walleye at Rathbun Lake here.
Pretty good.
Here, we'll get it out and show everybody.
Yep.
Okay. All right, let's take a little look at him. He's a big fat one, that's for sure. Nice southern Wisconsin.
Looks like we got our second fish of the day on Rathbun Lake in Iowa. I think this is another walleye. As you've seen, the first fish that we caught today was a walleye. That was a pretty decent sized one.
Yeah, it's nice summer conditions out here today, and it's noon and we haven't seen one boat out here fishing yet. We got the lake all to ourselves.
Yeah, because it was raining earlier, so they probably thought they didn't want to fish in the rain. But now, yep.
Oh, nice walleye. Wait, let me get the net. Awesome, that's 2 nice walleyes we got here.
Yeah.
Wow, that's another
probably
beauty.
Another 20-incher.
No, I think this is a little bigger than the other one. I bet you he's a good 21, 22 inches. We'll get him on then and show everybody. Good job, Case.
Thank you. As you can see, this is another big walleye, another 20-incher at a Rathbun Lake in Iowa. So yeah, decent size one. Yeah, these are really big walleyes. So yeah, let's catch some more.
He started the modern-day era of freshwater fishing. He is known as the father of structure fishing. His discoveries and teachings have brought pleasure and success to millions of fishermen who never even heard his name. He was inducted into the Freshwater Fishing Hall of Fame and the Bass Hall of Fame. He is Buck Perry, founder of the National Spoon Pluggers of America. The National Spoon Pluggers of America continues on today. It is an educational organization comprised of some of the best structure fishermen and clubs across America. The National Spoon Pluggers of America's non-competitive, supportive atmosphere is focused on sharing and helping each other, and where fishing is still a family sport. For a $30 yearly membership to the National Spoon Pluggers of America, you will receive a bi-monthly newsletter that contains articles by certified instructors who are experienced and intimately familiar with the techniques to help you catch more fish. Receive access to back issues. Receive Spoon Pluggers of America boat decal and patch. Receive an autographed portrait of Buck Perry. A copy of Buck Perry's Basic Fishing Guidelines. You will be invited and welcomed to attend networking events and outings held all over the country. At these outings, you will have opportunities to learn from the best there is, to ask questions and get real answers. You will receive a directory and have access to members and clubs across the country. As Buck says, knowledge is the key to fishing success. Start your knowledge now and become a member. Log on to www.nsoa.info to join.
Welcome to the classroom. Today we'll be discussing watercolor. Most fishermen have the wrong idea about watercolor. Many will see a crystal clear lake and say, "That's beautiful fishing water." When Buck Perry would see the same crystal clear lake, he would say, "That's not fishing water, that's drinking water." Our guide to watercolor is similar to weather. We can look at it in terms of light. The more the light penetrates the water, the tougher fishing will be. The less light penetrating the water, the better fishing will be. The clearer the water means more light penetration, means deeper fish, shorter migrations. Their activity period will be shorter and not as predictable. The deeper the fish, the more inactive they will be. Lure presentation becomes more difficult the deeper you go. Buck Perry has spent most of his life fishing every main body of water across the United States. He has determined that there are 5 basic watercolors. They are clear, yellow-green, white sandy, red sandy, and brown cypress. Let's put them in order of best watercolor to worst. And by best, we mean the watercolor that will give you the best fish movements and long migrations. The first is white sandy, then red sandy, yellow-green, brown cypress, and clear. You can have variations of these watercolors. You can have clear water and extra clear water. You can have a light yellow-green and a dark yellow-green. Let's compare these watercolors in terms of weed growth. Extra clear water can give you a weed line of 15 to 20 feet. Clear water, 12 to 14 feet. In light yellow-green lakes with weed lines would be 8 to 10 feet, and a dark yellow-green will give you a weed line of 6 to 7 feet. Brown cypress will have a weed line at 3 to 4 feet. And with white sandy and red sandy, you won't even have to worry about a weed line. White sandy and red sandy are not very common watercolors. You'll find most of them in the southern states. 90% of lakes you and I fish will usually be clear, yellow-green, and brown cypress. The watercolor of our lakes and reservoirs can change throughout the seasons. In natural lakes, you will mostly have the clearest water during the colder months, and the watercolor will get better during the warmer months. Many natural lakes will experience an algae bloom in the summer months, thus creating better watercolor. It's usually the opposite for reservoirs. Due to spring runoff, you will have better watercolor in the early part of the season. As it gets later in the season, things will settle out and the watercolor will get clearer. A natural lake will usually have better watercolor than a landlocked natural lake or a spring-fed natural lake. The watercolor will usually be the same throughout a natural lake. If it's clear on the west side, it will be clear on the east side. A chain of lakes will generally have different watercolors in each lake. The most upstream lake in a chain will have the clearest water, and as you move downstream on the chain, the watercolor will get better. An example of this would be the Madison chain. Mendota is the first lake on the chain and is normally a light yellow-green watercolor with a weed line around 12 to 14 feet. The last lake on the chain is Conganza. Here the watercolor is usually a dark yellow-green with a weed line around 5 or 6 feet. When fishing a reservoir, the watercolor can vary. The watercolor near the headwaters will usually be the best. As you move downstream in a reservoir, the water will usually settle out and get clearer. You will typically find the clearest water by the dam. We can't control the weather conditions, but if we have a lot of lakes available in our area, we can pick a lake with better watercolor. When we are faced with a tough weather condition, it may be wise to fish a lake with better watercolor. And if your lake is normally clear and you see the watercolor change for the best, it may be time to fish it. We're not saying to stay away from clear lakes. Some great catches can be made on very clear lakes. You'll have to generally fish deeper and be more exact with your lure presentation. The better the watercolor, the shallower the fish will migrate, the movements will last much longer, and presentation of lures will be much easier. For more information on this classroom subject, as well as any others, check out structurefishing.com/education.
Looks like we have another fish here. Hopefully it's a walleye because we're fishing for walleyes. Yeah.
We're trolling the shallows right now, trying to see if there's any fish activity. And we got the first fish of the day. How's it feel, Casey?
Feels pretty good. Maybe a walleye.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe... Oh yeah, little tiny walleye.
Get him in. Oh, tiny guy. We'll let him go, but it's a start.
Yep.
Maybe this is the start of a fish activity period here. watercolor is really good here. You can just see how faded how light these fish are, and it's from the watercolor we have here. But it's a nice walleye.
Yeah. Looks like we have another fish on here. Hopefully it's a walleye. The last fish that we caught was actually a catfish. And we saw a school of fish, so I wonder if the catfish was the school or not. Because this feels like a different fish. So I don't know. See if this is a walleye. Oh. Strong fish.
Whoa. He's bending that rod. Yeah, you got a good one on, Casey. Oh, another catfish. Alright, well, maybe it is a school catfish.
So we have another catfish here. So maybe, yeah, it's a school catfish. Well, it's really fun to catch these because they sure do a big fight. So yeah. Looks like we have another fish here.
This is right after Casey got a 30-inch plus walleye. But we've been catching a lot of catfish off this spot. And these catfish and big walleyes are all using the same structure here. But that fish hit like a catfish. You can tell the difference in how they hit. Yeah, another catfish. Just toss them in, Case.
Okay. These fish hit hard, so it's actually kind of
All right.
fun to catch these.
Yeah, they catfish put up a good fight.
Looks like we have another fish here, probably catfish.
We're trolling some brake lines out here in about 15 feet of water. That's where all these fish have been coming from. We got pretty decent conditions out here, right, Casey?
Yeah. Yesterday we were gonna try to go night fishing to see if there was a night bite.
Well,
but
in the evening, but we had thunderstorms move in, so we couldn't get out. But we've been having some pretty good action today, right?
yeah, this spot is like, oh, carp just jumped.
Yeah, these we've been catching nice catfish and that big walleye. Oh, we got another cat.
I'll just flip this guy in.
Okay.
Small guy.
All right. Good job, Case.
Thanks.
Unlock the power of HDS with your fingertips. The power to find a needle in a haystack. You will outsmart the fish. Get there first with confidence and always stay one step ahead of Mother Nature. Find, navigate, dominate with the new HDS Gen 2 Touch from Lowrance.
XI5 from Motor Guide, a wireless trolling motor engineered for anglers by anglers, delivering key performance attributes with power, toughness, stealthy, quiet operation. And for you control freaks, our optional pinpoint GPS navigation system lets you position your boat precisely where the fish are, instantaneously, accurately, built to earn you bragging rights. Meet the all-new XI5, only from Motor Guide.
Meet America's favorite streaming players. The biggest streaming channel lineup. Over 200,000 movies and TV episodes. Roku. Now this is TV.
Before heading to your boat and every time you leave the dock, have all the detailed bottom structure you need to target fish. Offshore humps, ledges, creek channels, roadbeds, shown with the most accurate contour lines from Navionics. And it just keeps getting better with sonar charts. Submit your sonar logs for better local charts. The freshest data every day for your chart plotter and mobile device. View our charts online at navionics.com.
Perry once stated that knowledge is the key to fishing success, not a fancy lure or the latest equipment. For a fraction of the price of a fishing guide, purchase Buck Perry's Guidelines for Fishing Success. This 8-volume home study course will guide you step by step and go over all the mechanics to become a successful fisherman. After completing this home study course, you'll have long-term success that will allow you to feel comfortable on any lake you fish and for any species. For more information and to purchase this home study course, visit structurefishing.com.
Right, unfortunately we didn't have the camera on, but we were catching a lot of catfish, so we turned the camera off and we caught about 5, 6, 7, 8 nice catfish, but one of the last fish we caught was...
Well...
a huge monster walleye out of here at Rathbun Lake, Iowa. I told Casey that if his first walleye over 30 inches, we'll mount for him in. That walleye is 30.5 inches long. Great fish, Casey. How was it?
Oh my gosh, it felt like a catfish, honestly, because we thought it was a catfish, so we didn't put on film. And yeah, because it was a school catfish. Yeah, but it was a trophy walleye.
Nice fish. All right, they're your first trophy walleye. Good job, Casey.
Thank you.
Nice fun, like our first time out here.
Yep.
Good job.
Thank you.
We're back at the structure here where we're catching a lot of catfish and that big monster walleye on. We got another fish here. Doesn't look too big, but what do you think, Casey?
Yeah, I think it's just a baby catfish. I don't know.
Could be a walleye.
Maybe.
Let me read. We're fishing a structure here, a bar. That's there you go. They take over here. What you got here? Oh, it's just a little white bass. Just a little white bass here. That's the third species we caught off this structure. We caught that big walleye, a whole bunch of nice sized catfish, and a little whitey here. All using the same structure here.
Yep. Looks like I got another fish here.
Yeah, that fish looked like it really hit you good, Casey.
Yeah.
We had a midday bite today, which we'll see if we don't have another movement later this evening. Not sure we will, since they move midday. Fish will usually move. Let's see here. We're keeping that ready in case that's a walleye. It's like it seems to be a pretty good walleye lake, as we found out earlier today. Is that fine like a walleye or a catfish, Casey?
I don't know.
Looks like it's a nice. No, it's a cat. It's a catfish. Oop. There we go. Hanging on the side of the net, which is fine. Yeah, it's an average sized catfish. Last time the catfish were moving, we got that big walleye, so
yeah.
Let's see if the walleyes are moving now. Good job, Case.
Good day, I'm Rob Burgundy, and this is what's happening on your HLS News. 2 men from Marshall County, Alabama were convicted of cheating in a fishing tournament on Gunnersville Lake. The competitors became suspicious after the 2 men had won 6 tournaments in a row. The men were keeping bass in a fish pen on the water. They were seen just prior to weigh-in and taking bass from the fish pen. It was reported to the Alabama Department of Conservation. After an investigation, the officers thought they had enough evidence for a conviction. The men found guilty and received 30 days in jail in order to pay $1,000 in court costs. After their release, they will serve 2 years probation and perform 400 hours of community service. Navionics, a worldwide leader in marine navigation, has many apps available for Android and Apple. In addition to apps for skiing conditions, there are boating apps for the United States and Canada. These apps can give you anytime access to detailed fishing maps. You can create waypoints, get the latest tide, current, weather conditions too. You can search the latest database of marine points of interest or access some of the best local data available from Navionics community. Navionics has also available for free is their web app. The web app will allow you to view all Navionic maps of the United States and Canada. This is a great tool to research and find new lakes to fish. The web app can be accessed through Navionics website or at structurefishing.com. The Freshwater Fishing Hall of Fame just came out with its list of inductees for 2015. Among them is Bob McAuliffe of Illinois. Bob has been writing outdoor columns since 1976. Bob is a publisher of Outdoor Notebook magazine. The magazine covers the Chicagoland area, including southern Wisconsin, southern Michigan, northwest Indiana. The Outdoor Notebook magazine is in its 33rd year of publication and is the area's most widely read monthly publication. Congratulations, Bob. A state record muskie may have been caught and released in Minnesota. Dave Ram of Iowa was fishing on Crane Lake with his 74-year-old father, Gary. Crane Lake is not noted for muskies. It is believed that some muskies slipped over the spillway from Lake Vermilion and made a 40-mile trip from Vermilion River to Crane Lake. David and his father were fishing for big northern pike when a muskie hit. After a short fight, the fish swam right into the net that his father Gary was holding. The fish was measured at 58.5 inches long and a 28-inch girth. Based on the formulas, the fish could have weighed as much as 58 pounds, which would have surpassed the current Minnesota record of 54 pounds. That's your hook, line, and sinker news. You stay safe, viewers. I'm Rob Burgundy.
When it comes to jump-type baits, blade baits are at the top of the list. But not all blade baits are the same. Introducing the Bales Blade by Johnny B. Lures. With its unique vibrating action, blade baits offer a wide range of depth and speed control. They can be vertically jigged, jumped along the bottom of a structure, or you can simply swim the lure back to the boat. The Bales Blade is the result of years of testing and fine-tuning to achieve the proper balance and action. Unlike other blade baits, the Bales Blade has split rings on all the hooks. This lessens the chance of a fish throwing the bait when hooked. For more information and to order, visit johnnyb-lures.com.
Introducing the next generation of sonar. Sonar Phone by Vexilar, the world's first smart device sonar. Download the free app. Try the demo feature and see why Sonar Phone will rival the performance of sonar systems costing hundreds more. The Sonar Phone does not require cell phone coverage. You create your own Wi-Fi hotspot and can share with your friends. Download the free app today. And for a limited time, with any purchase of a Sonar Phone, you get a free smartphone armband. That's the Sonar Phone by Vexilar.
Big fish want big lures, and the bigger the fish are, the more reluctant they are to leave their deep water sanctuary. Introducing the JB series. Best used as a trolling lure, the JBs are designed to control depth and speed. The JB1 is 7 inches long and is designed for depths ranging from 15 to 30 feet at moderate speed control. The JB2 is 6.5 inches long and designed for extra depth control and can easily be worked from 20 feet to 70-foot depths with moderate to fast speed control. They are designed to run free and to bump the bottom. The ability to bump the bottom will even trigger the dormant and non-chasing fish to strike. Both JB lures are made from high-quality stainless steel construction and are made in the USA. For more information and to order, visit johnnyb-lures.com.
It's like we have another fish on Rathbun Lake in Iowa. I think this is a catfish because it's fighting like one, but I don't know. Maybe it's a walleye.
Yeah, we're trolling a bar here. It's got a break line about 12 to 15 feet on top. And that lure just smashed, the fish just smashed your crankbait you're trolling there, Casey.
Yep. You might want to get the net ready if it's a walleye. See if it is.
It's probably a nice catfish you got there. Let's see. This is the same spot that we caught the big, oh, nice cat. Yep. You just clobbered that crankbait. Right. You want to just get them in? Lift them up. Alright, good job, Case.
Thanks. Looks like we have another fish here.
Trolling off the end of that bar here and that fish hit. it sort of hit like a catfish. You can tell the difference between the way the walleye hit and the catfish. You actually hit it a lot more aggressive. When a catfish hits the lure, people are surprised, but it's very aggressive. It's a wham wham.
Catfish.
I mean, the hit is even more aggressive than a northern or a muskie. Yep, it's a catfish. Here, look at him in here. It's a pretty good sized catfish. Here, Casey, turn around. Yeah, it's a average sized catfish here, but so far this lake's been pretty good for catfish and
Walleyes.
and nice walleyes. Let's let this guy go.
Okay.
Hey. Just as we came off that bar again, another catfish. There's definitely a movement going on right now. It's just catfish. We're hoping that we get a walleye in this movement, but this is the fourth catfish in about 30 minutes or so. Just keep on reeling these, Casey. Right here, can you get a stand over here? Cat? Oh, it's a big white bass. That's a big one for here. All right. Here, turn on, Casey. What? That's a nice white bass for this lake so far. We've caught a few earlier that were about half as small as this, but that's a pretty nice sized white bass. All right, well, we're gonna let them go and get back out there and see if they're still moving.
Yep.
As I said earlier, this was my first time fishing Rathbun Lake. I made sure to do my homework before we arrived to the lake. I studied the avionics map of this lake, which also happens to be high definition. By studying the map, I picked this area to work. As we said in an earlier classroom session, the home of the fish is deep water, the deepest water in the area that you're fishing. As you can see here, the main channel is very close to this structure situation. There are several very good looking bars that have access to the main channel. We started to work the shallows to progressively strain the water and go deeper and deeper. If you notice the video, this lake has very good watercolor, a mix of white sandy and a dark yellow green. Lure visibility was about 6 inches. Even though we had very good watercolor and good weather conditions, the fish still remained deep and the movements were short. We experienced only one midday movement that lasted no more than 30 minutes. But when the fish did move, we were there at the right place waiting for them. We didn't catch many walleyes, but Casey did catch a fish of a lifetime. I hope you enjoyed today's show. Thanks for watching. For more information on the structures that were fished today and where we caught the fish, visit Fishity for free and send a buddy request to Structure Fishing.